Everybody wants to lose weight, everyone wants to eat healthy, but the number one question I get is how? Today's video, I'm gonna be giving you two very tasty, simple, affordable recipes that you can meal prep that's gonna make weight loss a little bit easier for you. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So I'm keeping this meal prep super simple. I'm gonna be meal prepping for 3 days, 2 meals per day. One for lunch, one for dinner. The details for these delicious recipes can be found in the description below. For the first meal, we're gonna be making air fryer chicken strips with sweet potato and broccoli. And if you don't have an air fryer, that's totally okay. You can use your conventional oven as well. The air fryer just makes it a little bit easier and faster. Pardon the interruption, we'll get back to the video in a second, but I have to let you guys know about my free nutrition guide. It's a step-by-step guide that teaches you everything A to Z that you need to know about nutrition so that you can transform your body. Click the link in the description and take advantage of it right now. All right, you start by preheating your oven or your air fryer to 400 degrees. While the air fryer is heating up, you want to wash and pat dry 1 pound of chicken tenders and place them in a mixing bowl. Add 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil and toss to coat evenly. In a small bowl, mix 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of Mrs. Dash chicken seasoning, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, a half tablespoon of Italian seasoning, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Be careful with the cayenne pepper, this shit gets spicy. Evenly coat the chicken with the seasoning mix. Place the chicken strips in the air fryer for 8 to 9 minutes on each side. Make sure that you flip them about halfway through. It's juicy as hell. Look how tender that meat is. While the chicken is cooking, you want to peel and cube 1 pound of sweet potatoes. I did this in advance to save time. After you peel them, you want to add them to a bowl. You want to coat the sweet potatoes with 1 tablespoon of olive oil, a half teaspoon of garlic powder, and add as much salt and pepper as you like. Once the air fryer is free, spread the sweet potatoes evenly on the air fryer tray. Air fry for 10 to 12 minutes. Shake the basket halfway through. For the broccoli, I just follow the instructions that are on the bag. I use frozen broccoli. If you're using fresh, I guess you'll steam it or whatever you fancy people do with fresh vegetables. For the second meal, we're gonna be making black bean spaghetti. You can use any spaghetti of your choice. I prefer the low carb option. So I personally like the black bean pasta because it has 45 grams of protein per serving and it's low in carbs. But use what you like. Asparagus with ground chicken meatballs. Preheat the oven at 375. In a mixing bowl, you want to put 1 pound of ground chicken, ground turkey, ground beef, whatever you prefer. 2 tablespoons of Mrs. Dash onion and herb seasonings, or any Mrs. Dash seasoning that you prefer. 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, a dash of salt and pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. If you like some spice, go ahead and add it. And 1 egg white. You either want to line a bake sheet with aluminum foil and use some nonstick spray on it, or you can spray the nonstick spray onto a muffin pan. You want to roll the turkey mixtures into 12 balls and place them on the baking sheet or in the muffin tins. Bake for 15 to 18 minutes or until the meatballs reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. While the meatballs are cooking, heat up your favorite spaghetti sauce in a small saucepan on medium and boil the noodles as instructed on the package. For the asparagus, you want to cut off the ends and line 2 pounds of asparagus in the air fryer pan. Sprinkle with a half tablespoon of olive oil or nonstick spray if that's what you prefer. Shake the pan evenly to coat. Sprinkle with 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. You can add a light sprinkle of Parmesan cheese if you like. Air fry at 400 degrees for 7 minutes or until golden brown. A big part of success with nutrition is planning in advance. We all heard that term. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, and it's especially true with nutrition when you're trying to lose weight. The instructions for the recipe and all the details will be found in the description below. Please guys, leave the video a big thumbs up, and remember, the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself, so evolve.